Hi, I'm Paris. Hoping all of you had great holidays. I was in Mexico for about 10 days with the in-laws, but also got to spend time on the beach. During that time, didn't produce any videos on this channel, as you may have noticed. Did one of a breathalyzer over on A Closer Look, which I'll talk more about that channel later. But had some time to think about the future of this channel, what I'd like to do here, and if this channel does indeed have a future. So I thought I would talk to you about those things today.
Epic Review Guys.
This March will be 5 years since my brother and I started Epic Review Guys. Who's my brother, you may ask? Well, he stopped doing videos on the channel about 1.5 years, 2 years in. He went on to e-cig fame as one of the top vape e-cig reviewers on YouTube. You can check him out if you're 18 or over at Indoor Smokers. After he left to focus on that full time, I brought my daughters, Roxana and Jimena, who you may be familiar with, to do videos with me on this channel. We did lots of toys and games. That sort of evolved into another channel called Rainy Day Dreamers, which I did with the girls for 1.5 years, 2 years. So that's sort of on hiatus right now as the girls decide what they want to do, if they want to continue to put the time into making YouTube videos or spend that time in their school, friends, and other activities. Had the channel with my brother, and he left. Had the channel with the kids, and they left. So now it's down to just me, and what do I want to do? While I was in Mexico, I spent several hours talking to my brother up in Washington State, get his take on things. I spoke to my family. I spoke to friends who are pretty knowledgeable about YouTube to see what they thought about whether maybe it's time after 5 years to just hang up my hat and go on to something else. This has been a really good gig because it's allowed me a lot of flexibility to be with the kids, to be home when they get home from school, to take them to the clubs, to their friends, when they're sick, to be home with them and all that sort of thing. But they're getting older now and don't need me around as much anymore. Just ask them. And in something my brother and I have been going around and around about for a while, which is the thumbnails of the videos. I know mine aren't very eye-catching, but I've been doing them the same way for 5 years. And so when our views have gone down and so forth, I've said it can't be the thumbnails because they're the same as they were last year and the year before. But my brother finally explained it to me in a way that made sense, which is 5 years ago, everybody's thumbnails were crummy on their videos. And so my brother said, yes, your crummy thumbnail was right there with all the other crummy thumbnails. And yes, your thumbnails haven't changed. What has changed is everybody else is doing their thumbnails better now. People, even teenagers coming into YouTube now, are more sophisticated with Photoshop and having a good graphic sense, which I never did have. So by comparison, all of these cool eye-popping thumbnails compared to my thumbnail being done exactly the same way for 5 years just doesn't stand out. So okay, so finally my brother got through to me and I said, have a different way of doing the thumbnails. Maybe pay someone to make the thumbnails, someone who has a graphic sense and see what would be nice to put on there. So that was okay until later that night. I was thinking about it and I wondered, maybe it's not the thumbnails that are out of date after 5 years. Maybe it's me, because I'm doing videos pretty much the same way I was 5 years ago. But maybe the rest of YouTube has moved on and moved up in production values and in the way they're doing videos, and I'm still stuck doing them the way I've been doing them for 5 years because this is the way that I know. So maybe it's not the thumbnails or the choice of products to review or that sort of thing. Maybe it's just me that I'm not good enough in comparison to the level of quality on YouTube anymore. And if that's the case, that's fine. I didn't study and grow up and make it my life's dream to be a YouTuber. So if my time is done, I'm willing to hang up my hat and go on to do something else. I could go back to doing web design. I've designed a number of websites for the business my brother and I have. They're not the greatest, but they work. Again, that lack of graphic image, that always haunts me. Don't have that artistic touch. Also, I've helped my father publish his second book now on the Kindle platform, Amazon Kindle. And I'm actually writing one that I'm going to publish there as well. So maybe my talents are better suited to communicating in that way. I could also go back, update my computer certification, and see if I could find a company that needs help in troubleshooting installations of their products in exotic locations around the world. Sounds pretty appealing. Part of that, though, maybe because I just got done spending 2 straight weeks, 24/7 with the family. I think that might be a little too drastic a shift, though, from being here every day when the kids get home from school to being gone for weeks at a time. Well, my brother said, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're not going to do a good job at it. And so I would like to do a good job at whatever job I'm doing. And so I've decided to give YouTube another go round and to start mostly fresh here on this channel, but to change lots of things out, to do it both, to make the changes things that I will enjoy doing them that way, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching. So during the month of January, the set will completely change up, different background, different furniture, different graphics in the videos, different thumbnails, different songs. Going to basically do a complete refresh of Epic Review Guys, and I'm going to start doing videos 5 days a week, and I'm going to include a couple segments. I'm thinking of doing a weekly As Seen on TV product segment, as well as a weekly Kickstarter or crowd-funded project. These are people who have really interesting ideas for products and are trying to collect the funding so they can actually produce that product. And I get emails from them all the time asking if I'll do a video on their particular product. And the most interesting ones, both to me and that I think you'll be interested in, I say, sure, send me one out and I'll see how it works. I really like supporting the people who are entrepreneurial and doing that. And I also like bringing you what might be the new big hit for 2017, 2018 that everyone will have, and you'll be one of the first people to know. And I'm always a sucker for technology and gadgets, also for health and nutrition, the very latest in that field. So that, I think, will basically fill up a week of videos, week after week. We do have several other channels we started back probably about 4 years ago, maybe 5. Epic Reviews Health, Epic Reviews Home, Epic Reviews Tech. So rather than putting up occasional videos there, I think what I'm going to do is just focus on having the 5-day-a-week videos right here and incorporate all of my interests and things that I think would be interesting for you as well. Topics that are a little more out there, the 360 videos, ASMR, if I do any more of those, that sort of thing, I think I'll put on my personal channel, Paris TX, and probably do those videos the other 2 days of the week on the weekend. I think I'll find that fulfilling and interesting, and hopefully that energy will show up in the videos. Now, if you're thinking, so you're going to do some health, some home products, some technology, where have I heard of a channel like that before? Well, in case you missed it, about 2-3 months ago, I announced that I was going to be part of a collaboration channel with my brother and some other people he worked with on a channel called A Closer Look, where I was going to do Tech Tuesday videos, and I continued to do them even after everyone else stopped doing the videos. Now, if people come back and do more videos over there, I will return to doing that Tuesday video, but otherwise I'm sort of picking part of that concept that I thought was really good, which is to have the different days for the different types of things that get reviewed, and I'm pulling that into the new and improved Epic Review Guys. So these changes will be happening throughout the month of January. Probably the first video you'll see, maybe tomorrow or so, is whether or not this application sticker wall decoration actually will come off the wall without pulling the paint. So I'm hoping that's the case. I have a brand new one I'm going to be putting up that I think looks pretty cool. I'm excited to be changing things up and to be focusing on things that I think are really interesting to talk about and that I hope you're interested in hearing about. You can keep checking back for our future videos, or you can click that subscribe button down below. You'll get notified when our videos go up. See you on the next review.
Parents are here for you.